kill the Batman.
What is up, guys? Limitz here. I have a 2v2 against DEALINGWITHKOBE and GC Motionz. I'm playing with Quantum Vortices, also known as CTL Vortex. And we are running Brute Forge. And Halo Wars loves us so much that they gave us Memorial Basin, which is a pretty shitty map for a combo. Basically, I used to play Forge a lot in 2v2, so I know how to run him on every map. I've kept this on the DL for so long, but I'm going to finally release it simply because this is hilarious. Forge is actually a monster on Memorial Basin, and I'll show you guys actually how to play him for everybody who doesn't know how to play him. Anyways, what you always want to do is build your two hogs at the beginning of the map. And I'm playing against an Anders, which people are under the assumption that Anders is probably the best leader for the map. Anders is probably the best leader for this map, but Forge is still a monster, as you'll see. Both the Covenants are going to be doing the Temple 2nd turret build, something I also pioneered for the map. So I can't really do anything. I can't lock him with my two hogs. My hogs are just going to be collecting crates and getting rammed. And it's annoying when people don't let me collect my crates, so in future reference, guys, I would really appreciate it if you let me collect my crates in peace. It's really annoying when I'm not able to. So, you go Barracks 3rd as Forge, and you do not build flamethrowers. Why would you ever build flamethrowers on this map? And then you go Barracks 4th. So initially your build is going to be supply pad, barracks, barracks. And then with that last slot, we're going to put another supply pad. Now, any typical Anders is going to be like, oh, that Forge just expoed and took it on his own. No, that's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. Basically what I'm going to do is, I guess, double pump Marines, and even though he's going to be trying to sit here and prevent me from getting in the elevator, I can pump so much crap out quicker than he can kill it. And with the garrisons all over the map, I can light this thing up like a night light basically, and wherever his hogs go, they'll be in the light and they'll always be having like a grenade thrown at them. So you'll just see what I do here. I kind of keep all my units clustered. Use the Warthogs here to also ram. And I'm in no hurry to get straight to the elevator. It doesn't matter if I get straight there or not. And as you can see, he did get the elevator, but it doesn't matter because I have so many units. And he's going to sit here and try and fight me off with hogs. That's pretty funny. But any Anders or cutter will actually go hogs usually. Some cutters won't go hogs. Every Anders should go hogs on this map. But if you're Forge, you can just be a straight up monster like I am and pretty much just garrison Marines everywhere. Take that elevator. Now this is where the fun doesn't stop. We kind of just go straight to his base. He got a nice ram off there, apparently, and felt like letting my Marine get into the garrison with no troubles. So, we go straight to this Anders base with our Marine spam, and we just kick down the door with Marines and drop his barracks. Now I am going to have to start building maybe a few flamethrowers because that's what he's building in his barracks. But for the most part, I'm not really too worried about it. I have so many Marines that a couple of flamethrowers are just going to be like laughable. Look at those warthogs just getting completely wrecked. Vortex actually did not get his elevator if you look on the mini-map, but I'm pushing Kobe's shit in so hard that the Brute was afraid to actually go on offense, I guess. Not only that, but I probably could have pumped out quite a few flamethrowers pretty easily and defended that. So anyways, as you can see, he has flamethrowers. Not a single fuck was given. And Vortex is now over here, and Vortex was laughing probably this entire game. This was pretty funny. And so here comes the Chieftain trying to be a hero. Don't be a hero. In fact, I'm not quite sure what the Chieftain's thinking right now. I have an infinite spam of Marines going to an Anders base. What can you possibly do to stop it? You're not trying to cut the source at the beginning, you're trying to cut it and contain it, which is obviously not going to work. You can see that Kobe is trying to take my supply elevator. It doesn't even matter if I lose it. Here you can see that Kobe is starting to realize that double barracks is OP. He kind of reminds me of that noob where you walk up to his base and he has a barracks built, and then right as you start porting in all your shit, you see that flashing light just panic on the barracks as it drops instantly. Oh god. So I'm just going to go ahead and start maining him down. I have full pop, and I do have commanding hook control here. I'm going to go ahead and send my flamers over to the other elevator and take Motionz out of that. Nothing against Vortex here or anything, but I honestly think I probably could have won this without him.
Fortress upgrade complete. Local units.
I love Vortex. There's a little shout out to Vortex.
Local units.
So anyways,
Local units.
as this base is going to drop, you can see that Anders does have a secondary, and that's going to be the white box on the east side of the mini-map. Obviously it didn't help out Kobe a whole hell of a lot this game. So at this point I probably could push on Kobe and eliminate him from the game, but I've crippled him so much that I'm just going to go ahead and focus on the Covenant now. In all honesty, I probably could go upstairs for about 10 minutes and come back and push with a second infantry rush on Kobe's base, and he probably still wouldn't be prepared to defend from it. So yeah. So I am going to start teching my Marines. My goal at this point is to get medic. It's not very often that we see medic in a game like this. And this is actually one of my favorite maps simply because I feel like every single combo is really good on this map. As you can see, they're running Anders Brute, which is the easiest combo to run in 2v2. It requires legitimately no skill to run Anders Brute. It's basically spamming units on end at the other team, and it's really broken. So a lot of the players that run Anders Brute that are actually some good 2v2 teams, they legitimately could not run another combo and be as consistently good as they are. So on this map, double Covenant's pretty good. On this map, double UNSC's pretty good. You can find a way to win with almost every combo on this map. There are some combos that are naturally better than other combos. Like, for example, Anders Brute is probably still one of the best combos for this map. I don't know how Kobe managed to fuck that up. But, he does have some engineers healing his base.
All units.
That's pretty funny. And since I see that Kobe is sending flamethrowers all over the map, you know, trying to retake some hooks and whatnot,
Medic research.
I'm going to go ahead and just
All
get
units.
my flamethrowers teched and build some of my own. I'm under the impression that he's going to get quick tech 3 flamethrowers and just spam those right now. I kind of wish I was Cutter at this point, just so I could get ODST,
All units.
but unfortunately I can't do that.
All units.
Vortex went vampires. Not really sure if that was necessary. I know that Motionz had some vampires on the field, but he only had, I think, like 6 or 7. As you can see, they're having their little vampire engagement over there.
Napalm adherent research. All units.
And I've been so preoccupied I didn't even worry about my reactor in the back.
All units.
Couple more flamethrowers over here. Guess they wanted front row seats to watching Motionz base go down.
Standing by.
All units.
Where to?
So I'm going to go ahead and get a field armory up. Even though this is a really tiny map, adrenaline would be nice. And I guess reserves to get my infantry out even quicker would be also nice. So that's pretty much where I'm going to go with that.
Reactor claimed.
And there's my lovely oxide tank being teched.
Waypoint received.
Local units. Field armory complete. Local units.
Now what I probably could have done in this game a little bit differently is at this point in the game I got really careless and sloppy. The game was pretty much over. So
Waiting for orders.
what I could have done better was split my Marines all over the map and taken complete hook control. And my flamethrowers as well. But instead, I just kind of group them up largely in all unit or local unit, basically all over the map, because the game's already over. This is just kind of me having fun in my own little playground. And
All on the ground.
yeah, I don't know. I probably just should have done that a little bit differently
Local units.
if I wanted to make the game look more clean and not so sloppy here in the middle.
Flashbang. On my mark.
Enemy engagement.
Also, I probably could have pushed a long time ago on the UNSC base and also won the game.
Local units. Adrenaline.
This was when I started talking to Vortex about what I was
Local units.
planning on doing. I was planning on turtling at this point, Kobe in that corner,
Local units.
and I figured he'd have a whole bunch of flamethrowers, so I was going to transition into vehicles. At first I thought he was going to go just flamethrowers, but when I saw that, you know, they were only all over the map, just scattered, figured that that wasn't the case. And there's some tanks right there. So he actually is ahead of me in the vehicle production, simply because I guess I slacked off a little bit.
Standing by. Marine.
So what we're going to do is we're not going to match him tank for tank.
Roger that.
I'm not really interested in doing that. We're going to build some Cobras because that's going to make the game even more interesting
Reserve.
and possibly
Ready, sir.
not hurt his feelings as badly. I don't want to just roll him over with tanks. I want to do something a little bit different.
Good to go. Moving. Where to? Roger.
I also want to light up the map.
Vehicle depot
So
complete.
we're going to start garrisoning things everywhere.
Enemy engagement.
Good to go, sir.
Somehow, Kobe managed to get
Local units.
canister shell, which is impressive.
Vehicle depot complete. Chain gun researched. Local units.
And just to buy myself time to set up my Cobra line, what I ended up doing was sending a portion of those Marines and flamethrowers to the back of Kobe's base so he would chase them down.
Where to?
Supply pad complete.
Down.
Enemy engagement.
And one thing I really like about this map is actually Cobras are viable on this map as well. So this map is, in my opinion, a much more difficult map to play because it opens up a variety of options that you can do that do not include spamming Gauss and Banshees and Grunts. So it takes a little bit more of knowledge to actually play this map. You can't just mindlessly spam units,
Ready.
and there's a much more of an RTS factor with this map.
Let's go.
Is it just me, or is that like really ironic that I just said that because I said you can't mindlessly spam units and I just spammed infantry? Alright, so I just contradicted everything I just said.
Cobra, rolling.
At least I spammed a unit that's not like normally spammed.
Deflection plating research.
What a rebuttal. Alright. So anyways, we're going to wait for Kobe to push his lovely tanks into this Cobra line. And I have Spartans in them. And this is just beautiful. He canister shells that one Cobra. Doesn't even kill it. We dropped that. And Vortex did have Banshees just in case anything did go wrong. Obviously, Kobe is going to be very discouraged, angry, hit the resign button,
All units.
and put an end to my fun. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Neural implant.
I thought it was pretty funny, and
All units.
it'll be interesting to see how many people actually use this strategy.
Units.
So, see ya.
Setting up. Deploying. Locking down. You got it. Hear it? Breaking up the party. Where to? Ready to roll. Setting up. Cobra ready.
Your team is victorious.